back to the start of the conversation, but I'll tell you about my first criminal trial ever.
Let's hear it.
It was in front of Judge Cardwell, who was then sitting in the General District Court. It was I started my practice without a single client, and so I would literally go to the courthouse. I would sit in the back. I wasn't on any court-appointed lists yet. I would just wait until someone said they had to hire an attorney, and then I'd walk out and say, hey, I'd love to talk to you about your case. And I met this Greyhound bus driver who had driven this group from Richmond, who it sounded like weren't very nice. All right, fair enough. But up on some day trip to somewhere in the Northeast, and was coming back, and it had just not been a pleasant trip. And he sort of misjudged how much fuel that he needed. And so he pulled into a place to fuel up with the passengers still there, which I take it was not really the way that you're supposed to do that. And one of these women came off the bus and just starts berating him while he's trying to get the gas going. And you see this video, and it's very clear that he is now taking this spigot and turning it.
Doused her into fuel? Doused her in diesel?
Doused her. And that trial, he didn't have any criminal record.
So I guess, what is that, like attack with caustic fluid or something like that?
Yeah. He didn't have any criminal...
Felony. Is that a felony or misdemeanor?
I think it was a misdemeanor because there's no injury. I remember it being a misdemeanor.
Well, I mean, if you're trying a case and you wouldn't be doing a preliminary hearing.
No.
Right.
So, I'm doing this trial, and essentially what I realize is I'm going to lose this case, but I'm going to get to a place where I can ask the judge to take it under advisement.
Right.
And hopefully get to a dismissal later.
Right.
And that's what we did. And then he did a ton of work, to get to a place where the case was ultimately dismissed.